we never confirmed it, but I remember going through some hotel data and seeing that we had guests from North Korea once.
All right, so who am I here with?
I'm Dave Patel, the owner of the Fairfield Inn and Suites, Louisville North.
And have you ever flown an FPV drone before?
I have not.
Okay, perfect, even better. What qualifies you to be sitting in that chair about to fly?
I guess I'm I'm subscribed to you, and I thought your stuff was pretty cool. That counts.
That's perfect. So it's interesting. He actually found me through my YouTube channel and offered to let me come fly through the hotel and stuff. And I was like, listen, man, if you're going to do this, we got to get an interview. So this is what we're doing. So we'll put you in some goggles and we'll fly through your hotel.
Hey, perfect.
Here we go. It sounded a little weird. All right, sir, Dave. So, you said you own this hotel. Tell me a little bit more about that. Like, how'd you get into owning hotels? Like, what's kind of your story with this hotel?
Yeah. Well, my family's owned hotels since 1998. I officially joined in 2017, and I guess like I've just been surrounded by hotels my whole life. So, like, I just grown up always like being involved somehow, and I just slowly grew a passion for it.
That's so cool. So, has hotels always been your passion, or did you do something else and then find it later on, or what's that?
Well, when I was younger, like even in college, I thought that I didn't want anything to do with the hotels. I went into finance for a year and then realized how much I didn't like it, and thought I'd come back to hospitality instead, and it just slowly started loving it even more and more, and ended up getting my master's in hospitality.
Really? So that wasn't. So your undergrad you didn't do in hospitality, but your master's you did.
Yeah, which is crazy because like I when I was like in my early 20s, I thought I'd never come back to the hotel, and now I can't I can't get enough of it.
That's so freaking cool. It's wild to me, like how passions like that change.
Yeah.
And I mean, um, yeah, it's really fascinating. So let me ask you some random questions real quick. So, what is a controversial or unpopular opinion that you have?
That's a tough one. I'm not really a controversial type person. Hmm. Well, I think social media is pretty overhyped. I don't know if that counts as controversial.
Okay, can you expand on that?
Well, just like how like I feel like everyone's like constantly connected to social media now, like always needing to be, you know, always have that tether to social media. I've never been that person. It's just like I never saw a need for it.
Really? Okay. I get that. Listen, honestly, if I could, I would delete all my social media, but social media is kind of how I make my money right now, so that's not really a thing
Yeah.
that I can do.
I pretty much almost deleted everything.
Really?
Like I use a little bit of Snapchat, and then I don't know, YouTube has social media, right?
Yeah, I would say YouTube counts social media, but it's also like a viewership
Yeah.
platform. It's not just for posting and stuff like that. Like a lot of people are just consumers on YouTube
Mhm.
and not creators,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. Well, I'm gonna bring this in real quick to change out the battery. That wind is fighting me. Do you see how I'm trying to
Yeah.
push towards the door and it ain't letting me? It's freaking wild. So just stay put right there. All right, so the first battery is done. Keep your goggles on. Don't change them. All right. What is a strange addiction that you have? Like, what's something that, like, if it's a weird food that you really like that no one else likes, or something along those lines?
Well, I guess I don't know if I. Well, it definitely is addiction. I would say coffee. I'm really into specialty coffee.
Okay. How specialty? Like, what's your go-to favorite coffee? Do you make it yourself, or do you go somewhere?
A little bit of both. Like I love trying out new cafes and stuff,
Okay.
but I also have slowly been growing my coffee bar at home and working on that.
Okay. Cool. Where's your favorite place in the Louisville, Southern India area to go get coffee?
Definitely Louisville would be Ross Coffee House. It's a little place my friend showed me, and it's It's one of the most unique and amazing coffee places I've tried.
Say the name of it one more time. I missed that. The
Her,
joke was going.
oh, sorry, Paraz Coffee House.
Haraz Coffee House. I've
Over
never
on
heard.
Bardstown Road.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out.
It's really good. And it just like the flavorings that they use in their coffee, it's something I haven't had anywhere else.
That's really cool. Okay, so what is something in your life that you wish you would have said yes to more of?
I think just getting out of my comfort zone and trying new things. I feel like I've always been the one that's kind of been hesitant to try new things, and sometimes I wish I had more experiences.
Okay. So if you had any piece of advice for your younger self, just that you know now, regardless if it's trying new things or not, what would you tell them?
I'd say just get out and travel more, enjoy the free time that you have, and don't spend it in a place that you're used to. Like just go out, explore new places, try something new.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that. All right. So you're owning a hotel, you're managing it, you're doing all these things. What are some like crazy hotel stories? Do you have any just like off the wall? Because I can imagine you've got so many different types of people coming in and stuff. Like you see so many different walks of life.
Yeah, we see people from like all over the U.S., even sometimes throughout the world. I think the craziest thing, we never confirmed it, but I remember going through some hotel data and seeing that we had guests from North Korea once.
Really? In this hotel?
In one of our past hotels.
That is insane.
Like we never confirmed it, but the guest data was showing North Korea, so
Holy crap. That's a long way. It might have been probably someone important if they were allowed out.
that's what I'm worried. Like, was it someone who like left and wasn't supposed to, or someone who's doing something and should have been in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Oh, you see
That was
that?
close.
Almost hit that pole right there. We have close calls sometimes. Have you ever had like any like crazy unruly guests or anything like that in your hotels?
Um, Not too many. We've always had guests that have been upset. It's kind of terrible. Like I've just gotten used to like when guests get upset, they kind of take it out on you, and like I've kind of gotten used to being called many things
Oh, I can imagine you have.
and very colorful vocabularies.
What is okay, here's a question for you. What is something like I've always wondered this. What's like an item that is the most requested item that people forget whenever they go to a hotel? Like what are you all getting calls for?
It's definitely always a toothbrush or toothpaste.
Really?
And I know, like even when I've traveled, like I've forgotten a few times too.
Have you ever had any weird requests for you to bring stuff up to people's rooms?
Oh, we've had countless. A lot of people have asked for crazy things, um, even stuff like we don't offer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like people asking for room service for like crazy things, like asking for like wine bottles to be brought up to their room, or can we run down to the store and buy them something?
You're like, yeah, no, that's not a thing. That's not what we do. We are in hospitality, but we ain't doing all that.
Or even like some stuff like I don't think any hotel could offer like to run down to the store and grab stuff for you.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it ain't me. You ain't gonna find me doing that. Um, that's pretty freaking wild.
But pretty much like if you ask nicely, like we can try to accommodate for anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, okay, so in Louisville, one of the biggest events is like Thunder and stuff. Are you all normally like completely booked full of Thunder?
Yeah, we're actually really lucky because we're right behind the Second Street Bridge, so we have an amazing view from the back, which you kind of see as you go through this window.
Yeah,
We are right there by the bridge, and we have a perfect view. So, like,
there's the bridge right
yeah,
there.
like so Thunder is like the day to be here,
Oh, absolutely.
and like we try to like make it fun and have like snacks and drinks for everyone that's enjoying the show, and just try to spend time with everyone, see where they're from, and just make sure to have fun.
That's super cool, and I feel like that's huge, especially in the hospitality business. I feel like there's so many. I don't know. It sounds like you make it personal, whereas I feel like in so many hospitals, so many hotels and different things in the hospitality industry, it's not personal at all. It's like okay, well, here's your stay, get out. Like, we don't care about anything, but like to say that you're, you know, talking to the people that are there staying and figuring out stories and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like I was like just talking to people, and just because like we've always been like pretty small, like it's the entire business is just like my parents and I. Like we don't have any other investors or anything.
Oh wow.
So we've always tried to keep it personal, and like that's always been our thing to make sure guests are happy.
That's so cool. I love that. Well, sir, I'm going to bring this back in. This will be our last battery that we've got, but do you have any? Well, let me land it first. Let me struggle through those doorways. Did you see it? I mean, it's just like a switch goes off. And then you can hear the motors do different things. It's wild. All right, we're going to land this. All right, sir, do you have any final remarks? Any last things that you want to say?
No, I guess just like it was pretty fun flying with you. I guess if any of the subscribers want to stay, we're Fairfield, Louisville North, located just north of downtown.
Well, perfect, sir. I appreciate you being on the interview, the podcast thing. I don't know what this is called yet. Flying with me. Thank you for flying with me. And if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and comment where you want to see me fly next, or a business that you want to see me fly through next, because this is a ton of fun and I definitely want to do more of these.
Yeah,
so I will see you guys in the next one.